Hello, I'm Jacob Coakley, editor of Stage Directions Magazine, and welcome to the Video Editor's Note for March 2015. If you read my printed ed note, then you know how much Uta Hagen shook up my world when I was but a wee baby actor. She shook it up so hard, in fact, that I started to think that maybe I shouldn't even be an actor, and I started exploring my writing a lot more, which is what led me to where I am today, standing in front of a camera doing vaguely actorish things. Wait, what? But that's actually my point. Writers and actors are not that different. Just as actors have to think about the specificity of their actions and circumstances, writers have to do the same thing too. After all, if actors can't act an emotion, then we as writers have to give them something active to do. One standard step in writing, especially for scripts, is to write an outline of the story you're going to tell. Now, depending on what stage of the process you're in, the outline will be more or less detailed, but at every stage of the game, you're supposed to look for and eliminate weak verbs. Verbs like to be, or to talk, or to explain. They're weak. They're weak verbs, and they lead to scenes without any action or conflict. They're milquetoast. And good drama, while it may be restrained, is never milquetoast. But the challenge of this exercise is that you have to replace those weak verbs with strong, active verbs, verbs that lend a spark to a scene. These are so important. I used to keep a notebook with pages of verbs that I liked and wanted to remember. But then one day I was procrastinating with the king of all time wasters. I'm looking at you, Facebook. And I saw a post from a friend of mine, Danette Baker. Now, Danette is an actor, an acting teacher, a fight choreographer, and a professor at the Wichita State University. And in her post, she was railing against the inanity of actors choosing weak verbs. But she wasn't just complaining. She actually had a suggestion for a tool to stop the insanity. Actions, the actor's thesaurus. My ears pricked up. A resource to banish weak verbs forever? I was intrigued. I looked the book up online and found it described like this. Actions is a thesaurus of active verbs that the actor can use to refine performance until she or he hit exactly the right one to help make the action come alive. Actions, the Actor's Thesaurus, by Marina Calderon and Maggie Lloyd Williams, has gathered together the formerly dog-eared photocopied lists of action verbs from green rooms and rehearsal rooms and put them together in this pocket-sized thesaurus, all with a view to helping actors get to the heart of meaning and to a great performance. This thesaurus of action words is indispensable in developing mood, line readings, and acting choices for each and every line. I'm sorry. Yes, please! I immediately ordered my copy, and it has held a spot of honor on my desk ever since. Unless, of course, my wife, the actress, snags it for her rehearsals. In fact, I had to go grab this out of her rehearsal bag to shoot this video. One of the things I love about it is that in addition to having a whole host of juicy verbs to choose from, it also has a cheat sheet at the back, grouping verbs in emotional categories. So even if you wanted to start at an emotional place, you can do that, and it will help you change that into action. In short, I dig it. It has made my writing a lot more fun. So thank you, Marina Calderon and Maggie Lloyd Williams. And of course, thank you, Danette, for bringing it to my attention. Let me know in the comments what books changed the course of your art, and I'll see you next month.